My name is Ernestine Howard. I am the principal here at Women's Huron Valley. I have over 35 years of educational administrative experience, and I've been here for almost 2 years as principal. For states that do not have this program, what they can do is hear the testimonies and successes that we have from those students that have finished this program, who have gone through and have really made a difference in their lives. They provide for their families, they contribute to society. They are really doing something with their lives to reduce recidivism and never come back here. So this is something everyone needs to do. It gives them a transformation and the rehabilitation that they need to start again, to receive a second chance in life. The Voc Village gives them the tools, the skills, the know-how, the hope, the dreams to do exactly what we want them to do, and that is to live a life that will produce success for them, their families, the community, and the nation at large.
So my name is Corrine Baker, I should say formerly Baker. It's Mackenzie now. I did 13 years incarcerated. My prisoner number was 706127, but thankfully I don't have to identify with that anymore. So when I came in, I was 25. I did not have any education whatsoever. I did not have a GED, high school diploma, any of that. And just the education that is offered inside of prison is phenomenal, because I was able to get a GED, I was able to get 2 associate's degrees, my paralegal, and then this was offered right before I was getting ready to leave. And I've always wanted to do cosmetology. I had a pretty significant trauma that happened in my life, and it was a salon actually that made me feel so like valuable and important in such a devastating time. And I just remember that feeling, and I was like, I really want to be that for somebody else one day. And then right before I left, the opportunity presented itself, and I was like, how amazing is that? So
have to do like this. Like, put them on top. Tattoos. We'll take that right out. Okay? That's gonna take that bulkiness out. Feel it? Feel the difference. Touch it, don't be afraid. Now you see the difference, right? Bulk, debulked. Right. So we're not taking away length, we're taking away bulk. Okay? See the difference? Do the same thing on the other side. Perfect. And so we learned, he said 3 things in 20. Tell them. Permanent waving.
I have the wonderful opportunity to create a positive impact on the lives of these women. Through education, I can create an environment where they can be transformed and rehabilitated and live their best life. Every single program here is the game changer. If they don't have any skills, they have hands-on skills that are designed to equip them with exactly what they need to leave here, and we do help them to get a job when they leave, and to start work, to be productive, and that is phenomenal. They are not just getting a class, They are getting a trade. They are certified. They are proficient. They are excellent. And that's exciting because they start to receive a taste of success. And once you start to feel successful, then life can change. And this folk village is the game changer.
I think that eventually I would have got a job either as a paralegal or some kind of social work degree, like furthering my education once I was released. But I feel like my life would have been a little more up in the air. My career choices would have been more up in the air. So it was nice to know that I have a skill that I can take into the world and have a viable income, something I can support myself with. Even though I have an amazing husband, amazing support, even without that, I would still be able to be successful. And I feel like that is key to somebody being able to stay home and build their life and create more and more opportunities for themselves. So I think that my life maybe just would have been not necessarily bad, but just kind of up in the air in choices. When you do a long time can be very, very overwhelming. So I think the fact that I knew exactly what it is I was going to go do really helped take down the anxiety of all the choices that exist out there. Like even going into a store can be full of anxiety. So just knowing that I had a specific skill that I was going to pursue, it was very settling for me. So.
I think you'd be okay. You really, really would. But this is all this is all made just from the piles of wood that we have over here on the shelf. Yeah.
It's amazing to be able to come in here and do this over and over again. I never would have thought when you told me at 25 that this would be my life today, I probably would have laughed and told you, yeah, right, there's no way that I can do those things. And now here I am doing those very things. And I just want people to see that you can do it. I came from absolutely nothing, from drug addiction and surviving abuse, losing my son in a very tragic way. All these things I had to overcome, and I just want people to know that you really can do it. I did it, so I know that you can do it.
There are so many gaps with the women that may come in. We have designed data-driven instruction that can bridge those gaps, and those that come in with a very negative experience from education, they can find an environment where they can thrive, where we can provide tutoring, where we can help them to see that they have the potential to succeed and get their GED. With their GED or their high school equivalency, they can then make some choices and do some things here at Women's Huron Valley that can transform their lives. We do something for adults that no one else can do, and that is provide instruction that is differentiated with the best practices that research says, teachers who genuinely care, and an environment where they really can thrive.
Here we go. That one? You know what? I think I'm most proud of the fact that I came from like absolutely nothing. I was an extremely like broken young woman when I came in here. And I'm so proud of myself that I was able to overcome all of that and like almost like against all odds. I was able to beat all the things that, people said I would never amount to anything or I would never become anything other than a lowlife or a drug addict or whatever those labels that were being put on me at the time. And I'm just proud of the fact that I overcame all of that. And I'm proud of the fact that I can come back and offer so much hope and inspiration to the very women that I did a lot of time with.
3 points of contact when you get down, guys. Make sure you're stepping on those steps. Don't be sliding down on them. I don't know if it has voice. I'm not sure. You don't get any voice.
I see them change from a survival mentality to a mentality that they can thrive. I see them change from behavior that may be very negative to wanting to do their best. No tickets, because in order to stay here, you really have to be ticket free. So I see them trying their best. I see their confidence begin to grow. I see their self-esteem and truly feel like they are somebody. They can do something in life. I am so excited about that opportunity here in the Voc Village. It is something I've never seen in my life, and I am super proud of it.
So I originally applied to be a paralegal. I was not supposed to be on the west side of the state. I was supposed to be out in the Genesee County area. I applied for that job. They gave me the job, but then they rescinded the offer because the high-profile nature of my case. So I ended up staying out in the Muskegon area, and I went into Great Clips, and I took a chance, and I told them, I was looking for a job. I did not have my license yet. She hired me right away, and then I made sure I said full disclosure, I did just get out of prison after 13 years. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's the best thing ever. I'm so happy. And I was so confused that was her response, because that's not the response that you expect to get from somebody. And so she was like, we've always wanted to, be involved in this and be able to work with people coming home from prison and offer chances, but we just never understood they couldn't have licenses. And so I went in to explain how legislation had to be changed so that the good moral character clause could be basically wiped out as far as a felony. And she was just so excited, and she wanted to get involved, and she wanted to come in to the prison, and she got in touch with the owner, and it was like all these doors were just kicked wide open after I got that job, and so many opportunities came out of it for not only me, but for women leaving the prison. And I worked there for about 6 months, and they pulled me in the office, and I was like, uh-oh, what did I do? Because that's kind of the thought process. And they said that they wanted to promote me to manager and open a new salon. And so I did that. I opened that salon, I got it up and running, and then just as of last week, The owner asked me to go to Grand Haven, which is their second busiest store in the organization, because he believes that I have a certain skill set that can turn that store around, and he felt like my skills were being wasted, as he put it, in North Muskegon. So he moved me to an extremely busy location. And my goal is to get the customer count up to pre-COVID levels and hopefully turn that store around. So, yeah. People should always keep an open mind to offer that second chance, because you never know the door that you might be slamming shut if you don't offer somebody a second chance. So ask Great Clips. They've had a door kicked wide open, and now they come into a prison and they hire people who come home, and they offer jobs and a life-changing career for somebody coming out of this setting. So.
You would never believe what is really going on behind these walls. This is something that would really transform lives and really make an impact on the world. It really is something you would not believe is going on here in the prisons here in the Michigan Department of Corrections. We are doing something that actually changes lives. I mean, I never thought this existed. I had no idea that this was going on in the world. I never knew this was what was happening behind these walls. But what is going on here is at a level that you would have to see it to believe it. And if you see it, you will believe it. And if you believe it, you'll want to incorporate it in your state as well.